So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. How y'all doing today? This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see each and every one of you here. Oh my goodness. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. And I'll just go ahead and address everything right now. Yeah, this patch right here, I'm having some trouble with my eye, and the light is hurting it really bad. And so the VIPs, they got to see this on our VIP chat. But anyway, I just patched from a costume I did for Blackbeard Fire, and I was needing to patch because the sun or the lights and everything is really bothering my eye really bad, and that's why it's kind of dark in here. I got the lights turned down low as I possibly can, and anyway, it's got a pirate on it, and so my wife and all the VIPs were really having fun with the pirate situation. So anyway, she's like, you need to put something else on there. So I found a Hillbilly Up sticker. So we put that on there. So anyway, it happened just right after Christmas. It started getting really bad and seeing double vision and then like really bad blurry. And so I called the eye doctor and they said, well, get back a hose after the first of the year. We'll get you scheduled, get you in and stuff. And then, so I called them after the first year and they're like, well, we're like really busy this week. So get back. We'll, set you up for next week sometime. So hopefully I can get into the eye doctor and it's nothing major, but, anyway, man, I may have to start learning to shoot left-handed, so, yeah. Anyway, prayers are very thankful. Anybody out there is a praying person, I'd sure appreciate that. And we'll go ahead and get the banner going for tonight because we will be doing a giveaway. There we go. And the hashtag is HBN111. And the giveaways are sponsored by our wonderful VIPs. So appreciate each and every one of them. And we got a lot of great people back here in the green room, and we didn't have a special guest for you tonight. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this show. I know I am. And let's go ahead and bring some of these fellers out here. So first up, we have Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. How you doing tonight, Chad?
Evening, everybody. Thanks for having me on, Hillbilly.
Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. Good to see you. And we talked earlier, and with all this weather coming in your line of work, you're kind of on call, huh?
Head out tomorrow and get to a staging area and wait for the weather to hit.
Oh, man. Well, man, bless all you folks that do electrical and power and all that stuff, because, the rest of us sure enjoy having power. So, anyway, we sure appreciate you guys, and always prayers for each and every one of you out there in these, it's always bad weather situation, either it's storms, snow, hurricanes, ice, whatever situation is. And so anyway, we always sure appreciate you very much. And
yeah,
right
the worst part about it's I'm leaving to fix other people's power, and I'm leaving my family behind that might be without,
Oh, I know. That is rough. Dale Polk says, congratulations on the 500 plus subs. Woohoo!
Video out there, go check it out. I promised.
So yes, last night on Georgia Shooting Connection, got Chad over 500 subscribers. So you use what? you're just short by how many last
I
night?
was when I brought it up last night. I was 11 or 12 down, and then all of a sudden I'm like 16 over 500.
Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. So if there's anybody out there that's not subscribed to Kentucky Rimfires and the Hobbies, please go ahead and get over there and check it out. Always a great channel. And if somebody out there on the side chat's got a blue 10mm ranch, would you mind throwing Chad's channel link out there? I'd sure appreciate it. And up next, we have Mr. JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Better than I deserve. Thanks for having me. Congrats to Chad on 500 subscribers. That was big time fun last night.
It was awesome moments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So-
what a great community.
It is. And our side chats are awesome. I mean, they're great people and always faithful and always there for us. And hey, Del Pogue. Yeah, man. It's cold even in Georgia. I mean, it's like 30 degrees, and we don't have no wind or wind chill or anything like that. But man, it just feels cold, and yeah. So anyway, let's get on with it, man.
All right. Sounds
I'm
good
like
to me,
an
buddy.
eye patch, Hillbilly. It'll be okay, buddy.
And nobody talk about college football tonight, please.
It'll be all right. I'm going to see the Falcons tomorrow.
All right.
You're talking about an exercise in futility.
Yeah, I've been by Atlanta when a game was going on. Traffic was no fun.
Two things in college sports. Kentucky beat a 4 seed today, and Tennessee whipped Kentucky's old coach today. Basketball.
Calipari.
Calipari got his hind end handed to him today by Tennessee.
Well,
He's at Arkansas now, right?
yeah. Yep. Well, appreciate you being on here, Jamie. And up next, we have the BB gun master himself, Hasbro. How you doing, buddy?
Lately, yeah. Hey, when it's 19 degrees and 19 mile an hour wind, yeah, I'm a BB gun sissy. I'm in here shooting on the indoor range. But, you know, I really enjoyed the conversation in the green room before we got going. It was about how nice a city Notre Dame is. In the campus. It's amazing, really a nice place, but we won't talk about football. But the city is really nice. So, you know, hey, pretty good. Sorry, Jamie. I'm not even a big Notre Dame fan, to be honest. But yeah, they tromped on my Hoosiers. So Georgia looked great compared to that. But yeah, having a good time shooting BB guns in the cold weather. Stay out of that stuff, and at least I can still keep some semblance of a skill going. And Chad, by the way, that guy, if I get my finger working right, is in first place now. Yeah.
Right.
And we have a lady, Peg Barchi, that's just 5 points behind him. I think that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been really shooting. So anyway, Chad, watch it, buddy. She's coming for you.
I'm done.
Well, all righty. Well, good to have you on here, Hasbro.
Thank you. Good to be with you guys.
Up next, we have a buddy of ours from Australia. So say hello to our mate, Bench Rest Marksman. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good mate. Good mate yourself. Yeah, congratulations, Chad. You know, really glad that you didn't get another little bump on the nose, but congratulations, mate. Really, really good.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Good to have you tonight, buddy. And up next we have everybody's favorite gizzard, Mr. Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here, buddy. Yeah, you and Alan, man, you guys are like going into several hours of live stream right now. So
Well, yeah, we're getting there.
yeah, and if you guys have not seen it, I shared it on my community post, and Alan does a Saturday basically podcast deal, and anyway, today Mr. Gary was on there with him. Great show. So if you've not seen it, go check it out. It was a lot of fun.
Was.
So up next we have Pat in the bunker. I'd say he's in the bunker tonight because it is cold out. And Pat, I'm sorry, let me move this down so we can see you. I don't know what happened there. I bring up a deal that hide you. You there, buddy?
He's muted.
Yeah, you pulling a hillbilly on us, Pat.
Maybe Pat in the root cellar, as cold as it is.
I'm not sure he can hear us. Is he even talking?
I don't know why that thing's.
Yeah, it looks like he can't hear us either.
Oh, he's talking now. Trying to. You're muted, Pat.
Yeah, you're still on mute. Pat, if you can hear us, unmute your mic. It shows it's muted. I don't know if I can unmute him or not. Here. No. I unmuted you.
To him, Alan.
But something's wrong with his live stream because unless you like can unmute or mute somebody and it's not letting me. So he's stuck on mute. So Pat, I don't know. He's talking away.
We could all take
you are.
turns of
Wait,
calling
you went
him names.
unmuted. Now you're unmuted.
There you go.
Oh,
no, we lost him.
And now he's gone.
He muted it back.
Oh man.
I think he just told a
hopefully we'll
full-blown
get it figured
story
out here in a
too.
minute. And yeah, we got a happy birthday out there to Misty. Her birthday's tomorrow. So is Mark's son.
So is somebody else up here in the upper left-hand side of this panel.
Yeah.
Misty going to be 29 again? Is that right?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Oh man. Well, we still have a lot of great people back here in the side chats. Let's go ahead and bring them out. Garage Guy 879, how you doing? And I'm gonna try to fix this. I don't know what happened to these banners, but a moon dog must have changed something, and they're taking up the whole bottom of the screen. So, go ahead and their Garage Guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
see if I can fix this.
It's good to see everybody tonight. I always enjoy coming on here. I always enjoy seeing those familiar names over there in the side chat. There we go. And I'm just sitting here waiting on some bad weather to hit tomorrow night. They're talking some freezing rain, ice, and then snow. And they've already got people, be prepared for power outages, that kind of thing. So if that happens here, I'm going to go get me a motel room and call into work Monday. I got a plan.
All right. Good deal. I'm trying to find if I can change this. I don't know why. Let me see if this works. Because I don't want the band. Okay, now they're back down at the bottom. So I'm not for sure what I did. Let me take this back to a square screen here, maybe. There we go.
Yeah.
But it's still covering up Pat somewhat. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, good to see you here tonight, Mark. And also we have another Mark coming in here, Mark Thomas. How you doing, buddy?
Doing real good. Had a great day. Just awesome to be here. Thanks for having me. Looking over there in the side chat, welcoming everybody. Just a real good evening. I'm going to try to stick around as long as I can, but was up early this morning, so I'm probably going to check out a little bit early tonight too. So let's get this, let's get the thing running.
All right. Well, glad you're here, buddy, and always appreciate you being on here. And anyway, we have a special guest tonight, and I want you guys to give a big welcome to R4 Mississippi Thunder. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, doing pretty good. Good to be here. Good to be here. Glad to have me. I'm glad y'all having me on.
Well, glad to have you, buddy. And yeah, since this is the first time you've been on here, if you don't care, tell everybody a little bit about your channel and stuff, and then also somebody out there with a blue 10mm wrench, go ahead and post a link for R4 Mississippi Thunder, and that way people can go over and check out his channel.
All right. Well, recently I've been doing just a lot of tabletop reviews on my channel at the local gun shop. I work closely with them. I don't work there. I don't work, I'm not employed by there, but I work closely with them. And anytime they get something new in, I go down there and do a tabletop. But those are not performing that well, so I might cut back on those a little bit. But I do have a lot of range content planned. After hunting season here in Mississippi gets over with toward the end of January, I'm going to get out to the range, and I actually have a company I'm working with that I actually am waiting on a gun to come in that they have. They want me to, T&E it and everything. Other than that, I got it's R4 Mississippi Thunder, and it's mostly the gun stuff, but I had a couple different channels, but I kind of anytime I want to do anything with little, my homestead and my rabbits and such as that, then I'll might throw that up there too to get a little extra content in there, just something else a little different to take a look at.
All right. Yeah, appreciate you being on here. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's nice that you can get to see some of those new firearms that come in there and do a little tabletop review on them. So that's always really nice to be able to do. So yeah, looking forward to you said that you're going to change some of your some of your content maybe. So looking forward to it, buddy.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on back off on the tabletops and let and just do brand new stuff, odd stuff, not just try to make content with that, but really try to have something that's got a wow factor to it that people want to see. But I do have I have a range out at my property, and there is some range content on the video, but I just really was not able to get out there too much this past year. But I'm really pushing hard to get out there and get a lot more range content in.
All right. That's great. That's great.
And he does some great reviews. There's no bullshit there. There's nothing to try to sell. His stuff is honest.
Well, thank you. And I've been that way. I've had some stuff sent to me. Bear Creek Arsenal or whatever have sent me a upper and stuff like that. And, I don't care, if they don't want to work with me again, that's okay. But I'm going to tell it like it is. I know some people say, if you get something sent to you, you're all like, oh, it's the greatest thing. Well, I put the facts out there and I let you make your own assumption of, I really don't, I've maybe one or two things that I've said was just wonderful. I just kind of, let you see how it performs and want to do the range content with it and let you make your own conclusion from that. I don't try to sell it up to you.
Great reviews. Yep.
Yeah. And that's how, everybody should be, is give their honest opinion regardless. And so, yeah, that's always a great way to go. And Pat in the Bunker, Can we hear you now, buddy?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was actually on the phone with a longtime friend that I hadn't talked to for quite a while. So it ran long. I apologize. Even though I was up on the screen and everything, but no, I'm doing good. It is snowing like a banshee outside. I mean, I'm looking at my security camera and I can't see outside my driveway.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm not going to be happy tomorrow, but oh well. So is life. But, but anyway, no, thanks for having me on, Hillbilly. And yeah, say howdy to everybody out there on the panel and in here.
Well, awesome, buddy. Good to have you on. And I want to thank everybody out there for throwing the happy birthday wishes out there. I sure appreciate that very much. And yeah, I got serenaded really nicely last night on Georgia Shooting Connection. Them fellers, they sound like a choir of angels, man.
Hillbilly, were we on the same stream? Because it sounded like a bunch of drunken goats drowning while being choked.
I had auto tune turned on here, so it sounded way better.
Oh, okay. That's probably a good thing.
Well,
yeah, we're going to be having rehearsals on Wednesday nights at 8:30.
That's probably a good thing, Jamie.
Oh boy. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for that birthday wishes out there. And again, it is Misty Wayne's birthday tomorrow, same day as mine, and Mark Thomas's son. So I want to wish them a happy birthday as well. And my birthday is on the 5th. My dad's is on the 12th. And here in Ozark Mountains, ever since I can ever remember, we've got snow between from my birthday to my dad's. And January's are really cold, kind of rough month. And, we have 3 seasons here. So it's really nice about the time you get tired of one, just another month or so, you're on to another season. So that's one reason I love it here is, but, me and a lot of other people, same as Pat, probably, we've seen that cold spell coming in. So, there's a lot of work to be done. That's one reason one of the reasons I didn't put out very many videos this last week. And with Christmas and all that coming up, or, getting through that and into the New Year's. But my eyes, one deal. And then plus, that woodshed needs to be full of wood and, just a lot of precautions on water and just a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it's always better to be prepared and not need it than, get caught with your pants down around your ankles and, so to say, and not be prepared. So anyway, excuse me, man. I also want to thank, we have several new VIPs. Thankful to some of the VIPs for gifting memberships, this last month. And so we have a lot of new VIPs, and I also want to welcome all of you. And if you are a VIP, we do our live shows on Tuesday nights, our VIP chat. So make sure you check that out. Always try to have a lot of fun over there and have a good time. So anyway, but if you've not entered your hashtag already, go ahead and enter hashtag HBN111. Yes. HBN stands for Hillbilly Nation. This is our 111th show. And we just entered season 3 on Hillbilly Nation. So first show in season 3. So season 1 was pretty short. It was towards the end of the year when I started. So Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here with us every Saturday night. It's just always a blast. And we always have some topics. And I'm going to pull up a topic for everybody tonight. And what I was kind of working around is I know a lot of people on this chat and side chat or they're already firearm enthusiasts, but we also get a lot of, rewatches and stuff, and new people come on and watch this show. So I figured with, all the great specials around, Thanksgiving and New Year, there was probably some, and hopefully some newer people getting into firearms. So I thought, well, let's address a few topics for those people that, maybe, they've had one firearm or two, that got passed down or something, or maybe they're going out and getting their first firearm. And so I thought, well, let's throw out a little bit of advice of what everybody thinks for those, maybe newer type shooters that just might not really be into it, but maybe they got them a good buy on something or whatever. And so let's go ahead and start with this one, because this would be kind of like, if you're thinking of buying another one or whatever. And so we're going to bring up this ticker here. And it says, what advice would you give a person that's thinking of getting their first firearm or should be buying another one? Would you tell them to start out with a reliable budget firearm, or go ahead and save up to get more of a premium, maybe more expensive firearm? And it might not be the first one, but maybe their second one and stuff. And so anyway, Chad, we'll just go ahead and start with you and kind of keep everything to like one answer. That way everybody can kind of have a chance to, have an opinion on this.
So, being from the bench shooter world, I'm going to tell you not to cheap out on your rifle, and definitely not cheap out on your optic. Your optic should cost as much, if not more, than the rifle to perform in the conditions that we perform in.
Okay. And you do a lot of precision shooting. So, with self-defense, that might not be the one, but I definitely agree with you for precision shooting. It, you can buy two cheaper scopes, and then when you total those up, you could get a better one for maybe less price.
I misunderstood your question. If it was for self-defense, my answer is still going to be the same. Don't cheap out on your tool, because you don't want to be caught in the middle of a malfunction while you're trying to protect yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be for anything. And so, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, Smoking Joe says he's got two daughters looking for a 9mm now. So, all right, we got some good stuff out there in the side chat too. And awesome. So, Jamie, what advice would you give to somebody maybe buying their first or second firearm? Get a reliable budget, gun that is proven, to work good, or go ahead and save up a little bit of money and spend a little more,
Old school Smith & Wesson revolvers are not only fun, but they are investment opportunities.
Very true.
What I mean by that is try to get something as close to the original manufacturing date. In other words, as close to when the firearm came out that you can, if you're looking for See, I'm trying to figure out how to put this, and it's not really what you're asking me, but there's certain firearms that are pretty much a retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
As always, to address the question directly, always get the best that you can possibly afford to get. And if that means waiting a little bit and saving up more money and getting a better quality, uh, yeah, that's what you should do. But I really like old school Smith and Wesson revolvers, like the 586, the 686s, with as early as a dash model as you can get. Those guns are just they're out there. They're going to cost you a premium, but they will never be worth less than what you're paying for them, unless the bottom of the world just falls out. But yeah, get as good a stuff as you can to start with, and you'll never be sorry.
Big good investment, yeah. And real quick, I want to say hi to Hillbilly out there. I not sure I know him, but we're probably kin, buddy. And so welcome. welcome. So Hasbro, what would be your suggestion, buddy?
Well, kind of along the lines of Jamie being Smith and Wesson guy, I'd say most Smith and Wesson smaller pistols are probably better for self-defense for a lot of people. There's like the Easy series of helping ladies or people with less hand strength to rack them, but they're so reliable. I mean, they're just really reliable. So that's a good choice. Now, that said, for an economical choice, it's been just as good in my experience with them so far. The PSA daggers. I mean, hate to say it because it's a Glock 19 clone, and I hate to even use that term Glock, but I used it. But they are really reliable, and you can put a moderately priced red dot on there and have something that's fun to shoot and can defend you. So that's probably the single recommendation. But if you had a little more money to spend, going into the Smith and Wesson line is probably not a bad move.
Yeah. Good stuff. So Alan, we'll jump on down to you, buddy. What would be your suggestion?
Yeah, mate. So working with bench rest shooting, I highly recommend people to look at a CZ 457 or a Seiko Quad. Why I suggest that is because those two firearms you can actually use in multidisciplinary styles of shooting. So you can use it as a bench gun, you can use it as a hunting gun, you can use it as a plinking gun. There's many different applications that you can use those particular firearms for. Like obviously if you're getting into the world of bench rest, spending $8,000 or $9,000 on a rifle, you want to be 100% guaranteed to get into the sport. But as a beginner, the 457 or something like that is certainly going to give you more variety of shooting. That way you can test and try what you actually like to do within the sport.
Good stuff, buddy. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. And Gary, how about you, buddy?
Boy, you've opened up a can of worms with this question because I've just in my few years of being in the handgun world, my opinion's flip-flopped a couple different times on this. If a new shooter's going to pick up a semi-automatic gun, then by rights are going to need to save back $100 so they can buy ammo and get some range time and actually put it through the motions to make sure that it cycles, to make sure the mags feed, to make sure the extractor works, the slide cycles, all that stuff. And not that you shouldn't do that with a revolver, you really should, but the chances of there being a problem like that, to me, are less. So depending on the shooter and their stature, I would think a 38 special revolver of some sort might not be a bad deal. You've got a stronger trigger pull, so less chance of accidental discharge and stuff like that. You've got pretty reliable feeding system, less rounds to worry about, and you wouldn't need to cycle 100 rounds through it to determine whether or not it's functioning correctly or not.
True.
A couple of cylinders full, and I think you've pretty much established whether or not it's gonna do what it needs to do or not.
Mm-hmm.
They need to experience a recoil and make sure they can manage that. But man, if I had to do all over again, that's what I'd have started with.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see where that would, I mean, which it's hard for me because I started out with a revolver, and so, that it's pretty much black and white, and so, yeah, good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. How about you, Pat?
Well, one of the gun manufacturers that I would recommend after I've had two people buy them and have really good luck with them. I don't know about anybody else, but I've had a lot of recommendations from this community and everybody out there on the side chat for conceal carry for somebody that's really wanting to protect themselves. And one of the ones that I would recommend is a Stoger. The brother picked one up, and the trigger's good. It loads, it runs, and I've had a cousin that picked one up, and they've both been shooting down at my range. They've been practicing with them, and yeah, they've been pretty good. I don't have any complaints about them, and they've got the extended magazine, the clipazine, whatever the hell they want to call them. We'll say that so YouTube doesn't flip us. But yeah, that would be one. And look for codes online, because sometimes you can get on those special deals where they've got like a Black Friday or Cyber Monday or President's Day or Mattress Day or Hullabaloo Day or whatever day you want to call it.
Yeah.
Look out for those deals, because you could be missing out on $25, $50, $75 rebate on that stuff. So yeah, look out for QR codes and all that stuff. So you might find, well, this is a little bit too expensive. Okay, well, look at the deals. Is there something coming up that possibly have a deal on it? Yeah. Go for it.
Always a great deal, to check out and see. Maybe not get in too much of a hurry and see if you can find a good deal on it. And then also, Tennessee Goddess out there, hey girl. This is another great point of view. Is last month we had 15 new women come to class. The best thing about a group is you can try guns that others like to see if you like it too. So that's another thing is, if one of your buddies or, somebody at the range has something, you can ask them. It's not going to hurt to ask. Most usually they will be glad to, let you shoot it or try it, but if not, then, no harm done, and so, but that's good stuff. How about you, Garage Guy? You're muted, buddy.
You're muted.
All right. Abigail come
Pull the
up.
hillbilly.
Yeah. Excuse me. Abigail over here in the side chat come up with a good option. Police trade-in guns. a lot of times they are only fired at the range during qualifying or practice sessions, rarely used while on duty. That's a good way to go. But another thing, don't get more of a caliber than you can handle if you're looking for a handgun, because over 10 years ago, I worked with a fella and the only handgun he had ever used was a Heritage Rough Rider. He comes by here one day and he's got an old Taurus 357 Magnum. He said, I want to try this out. He fired it one time and then turned around and said, I can't handle this. He said, what do you give me for it?
Yeah.
Don't get something, if you're used to a small caliber, move up gradually. 38
Yeah.
38 special, that'd be a good round to start off with. But don't jump from something, like a 22 or maybe a 380 and then expect to go up to 357 Magnum or 44 Magnum. Don't do that. It's never good when that happens. Some people might like it, but then 9 out of 10 times it's going to be a lot more than they thought they was getting.
Yeah. You bet you, buddy. Good stuff. Yeah, that's definitely a great thing to keep in mind is, kind of work your way up. And then again, you go back to maybe trying a friend's,
Yes.
firearm, if it's pistol, rifle, whatever the case might be. If it might be for, if you're looking for self-defense, pistol, shotgun, whatever the case, or even if you're, shooting trap or something or skeet, you might not like the recoil of a 12 gauge, or something. So, if you do have the opportunity to try it out, then, definitely do so. And Mark Thomas, how about you, buddy?
Well, my advice to a new shooter going out to buy a new gun would be don't be in a hurry. Don't buy the first thing that somebody tries to sell you saying it's the best thing that, just come out. Take your time. Go to a good range that you can rent a gun. Try a few things out. See if you like revolvers. See if you like automatics. And by all means, reach out to any of us. We're all going to have some advice. It may not be the best, but we're going to try to help you out the best we can. And don't be afraid of buying a used gun or a police trade-in, like Abby said. You can always resell it. I mean, you don't want to resell something that's going to be a danger to somebody, but if it's just something that doesn't cycle properly, or if it just doesn't fit your hand properly, sell it. You're not going to lose a lot of money. Used guns are used guns. And there's nothing. I have spent 30 years buying used guns. And in the last 5 years, I've taken some of those that turned out to be good investments. And I've turned, 5 of those into a really good Smith & Wesson or a really good Ruger. Don't be afraid to trade them. Don't fall so much in love with them you can't get rid of them. Now, family guns that are handed down, that's a different story. But buying and selling, that's part of the fun of it. Do
it. You betcha. Yep, good stuff. So, R4 Mississippi Thunder, what did you got to say about this, buddy? You're on mute, buddy.
You pulled a hillbilly.
Still muted.
Still muted.
Wait, no. Say something now, buddy. It shows you're unmuted. We can't hear you, though. It shows. We still can't hear you.
Did the settings
All right,
change?
Pat. What did you do, Pat?
R4, if you're on a...
Hey, don't blame me. Hey now.
Let's get
Hey now.
changes.
R4,
I know.
computer or laptop, look at your keyboard. If your mic is muted, that might be different from the the StreamYard mute.
Oh, wait, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Gizzard.
Hello.
There you
Yeah,
are.
Yeah,
we
there
can
you
hear
go.
you,
Oh,
buddy.
I just kept hitting the button on and off, and it finally decided to work. Like I was saying, well, y'all didn't hear me saying, but a combination of a few things, that y'all have said. First of all, if it's somebody that's getting their second gun, but like you said, they had their granddaddy's old 44 Magnum passed down and they never shot it before. I would say get a good semi-automatic 22. I know, you're not getting the self-defense from it, but you need to practice first. After that, I would say to go to a class, get some training. And like y'all were saying, other people in the class, may have 9mm, may have 380s. You can kind of test that. Because I've talked to several people, even really several people at church, that are just scared of firearms just because of the noise, of them going off.
Mhm.
So I would really say, probably start out with a good semi-automatic 22. But as somebody else was saying, don't go in there and let the shop talk you into something. Go in there, put your hands on a lot of different ones, see how they feel, make sure you can manipulate them. And then YouTube, great source, all of us, great source. Go out, research it, take you a week to go out just to research it and see what everybody says, everything you can find about it. If it's a good one, if it's reliable, if it's going to be a Jam-O-Matic or whatever. And when you make that purchase, go ahead and make sure you get plenty of ammo to go along with it so you can practice with it. And don't be afraid to, when you make a purchase, don't be afraid to lose a little money on it if you don't like it, because I've seen just from being in the gun shop, I've seen people just say, I just want to bring this back. I don't like it. Well, it's not a toaster. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize that. So that's the first thing they need to realize, that, when you're making this purchase, you're going to have to either sell it to somebody else or sell it back to the shop for a loss. You can't just go in there, I paid $500 and get you $500 back and get you something else. That's not how it works. And some people don't realize that. And so I think that's a big thing, that people need to realize. And anyhow, after they get the 22, go to a class, and and a lot of the classes, everybody's just willing to, you want to shoot this, you want to shoot this, so you can get the feel. Just let them know that, don't be afraid to be a newbie. Don't try to act like you know more than you know. Just go out, and say, well, I'm new to this. This is my first gun I've shot. I want to know, how the 9mm feels, the 380 feels, and such as that. And then, like I said, it would actually be your third gun, because you would have the 22, which is, if you liked it, there's no reason not to keep a 22. And but then go back, do some more research. Like I said, if you like the way 9mm feels, go in the gun shop. Don't let them say, well, here's you a Smith and Wesson. No, I want to feel, a lot of them. Or even if, like you said, if you have somebody that's into firearms more and has multiple different 9mm, Smith and Wessons and Glocks and all that you can try. That's it. That's great, but not everybody's going to have that luxury to. A lot of times, sometimes if it's somebody's first gun, they're not even really going to know gun people. They're not going to be in that circle of gun people to be able to try a lot of that stuff. But like I said, go in there, feel a bunch of them, take notes even, then go do your research on YouTube, talk to as many gun people as you can find, and then go back and make your purchase. But don't be afraid to lose money on it, and know that you can't just take it back in like it's a toaster at Walmart's,
Yeah. Very
Uh,
true.
yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's, I was just kind of snowballing as everybody was saying everything, and I think that's where I've come up to my conclusion on it. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Hillbilly.
Definitely. And
if you don't care, I'll give you a quick story about.
let
There's
me
a lot
highlight,
of.
let me
Oh,
highlight
sure, go
this
ahead. Sorry.
real quick. Because Joe come up with a really good recommendation there too. He says recommend going to a class and a range that has rental guns. So if you don't have any buddies or something like that, that's always, a class is always good for you. And then there's several places that do have rentals, and you can try those out too. So, yeah, go ahead, Hasbro.
I was just going to tell you, there's a lot of side chat talk about 22 rimfire, 9mm, that sort of stuff. And I'll give you some feedback I got from my uncle. My whole family, other than me, pretty much are surgeons. And my uncle spent most of his career in trauma and doing ER work. And he said everybody talks about 9mm not doing it. But he said there's more people killed by 9mm than any other cartridge. This is absolutely lethal, and it'll defeat heavy coats and that sort of stuff. And that's practical experience from him trying to save their life. And he was in the war zone. In fact, most recently, he got back, and just a couple months after he got back, unfortunately, he passed. But he spent 2 tours over in Ukraine doing free surgery during the war to help him out. So he's seeing frontline stuff, and he just made the comment that 9mm is incredibly lethal. But he also made another comment about 22. Now, Abigail has a point in what she's saying about it not necessarily being the most reliable ignition, right? And that's a real thing. Now, if it's a revolver, it's probably not a big deal. If it's a semi-automatic and you have to clear it under pressure, that's a bigger deal, right? So there's an argument to be made. But he said from practical experience, 22 is absolutely lethal. And the reason it's lethal is not from the impact, it's from the ricochet. Because it'll go in and ricochet in the body cavity, and they're chasing bleeders all the time, everywhere. And he says it's incredibly hard to save somebody's life from a 22. Now, that being said, a really heavy coat can help mitigate a lot of that. But 22 can absolutely be lethal. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not heavy, but it's fast.
The bullet that President Reagan was shot with, it was 22. It hit shoulder blade and ricocheted on down. That's why he had so much problem after he got to the hospital.
The problem with 22 is the lack of stopping power of stopping the threat right now.
That's true.
Yeah, you're going to be, well, you're already dead. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
You're
dead right.
Problem. That's the problem with 22. More than even the lack of ignition is the lack of stopping power.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody's hyped up, on drugs or whatever, you're not going to stop them immediately.
Well, unless short of a headshot.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Great stuff, everybody. In side chat and the whole panel. Yeah, that's great stuff. And we have so many great people out there on the side chat. Jamie, would you like to shout out the side chat for us? We're very thankful they're all here, or it'd just be us guys talking to each other. So they're the ones that makes the show, and so really appreciate each and every one of them. So what should we have? Yeah, Mark's got his hand up. What would you like for him to type in the side chat so Jamie could call out their name?
Well, since we were just talking about 22, why don't you go ahead and do 22? But everybody run over there and hit that like button, because we've got twice as many people on the chat as we have likes. Get in there and hit that thumb.
Well, I appreciate that. And so type in 22. Jamie will shout you out here.
Yes, we will. And they're off the page already. Jacob S. I've felt spatter from shooting steel, but that's not really what you're talking about. We'll probably get into that later. Anyway, Kentucky Rim Fires and Hobbies was the first in, and he's on the panel. Excuse me, guys. Dale Pogue's out there. Tim S. Jacob S. R4 Mississippi Thunder is on the panel as well. So is Gizzard Gary. Misty Ms. Wayne is out there, and she's got a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy Hasbro is on the panel as well. Kentucky Country Rimfire Plus is out there. Y'all got me tongue twisted here. Ricky and Tori, Emmett Short's channel. Welcome in, buddy. Smoking Joe. Mark Thomas is also on the panel. Vanessa Kitty, hey Miss Kitty, Dwayne 7834, Ozzy Osborne, Ron 2A Matters, Rimfire Range Relaxation. Makes you just want to take a nap, doesn't it? Alaska 1 Andy, Duffer 426, Lakeview Outdoors is out there. Garage Guy 879 is here twice, and he is in the panel. Guns and Barbecue. Abigail Finnegan's out there. Bench Rest Marksman is also on the panel. TJ Fish and Jason Mahoe. I hope I said that right. GGW Outdoors is out there. Artac and Daughters, Tennessee Goddess, William Hall, Denny's Plant-Based Journey. Hasbro has Algebra out there. Agorizer is out there. Denny's Plant-Based Journey. Pat in a Bunker is on the panel as well. Nutty 357. Mr. Bob's out there. And I think that's all. Good response tonight, guys. Yeah.
There's a bunch, yeah.
Yeah. Man, good to see each and every one of you. My goodness. Yeah, the side chat's always awesome. And I brought the banner back up here. If you just jumped in, if you type in hashtag HBN111, that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. So anyway, make sure you get that in there, and we'd love to see somebody win. So, oh man, so I figure since we're on this topic, let's go ahead and do another advice on this topic. So when we're still talking about somebody that might be a new shooter, maybe it might be their first firearm, or maybe, like we've talked, just before that, they might have a 22 rifle was handed down to them, or, they may have had a 22 rifle when they was a kid and just haven't bought anything since then. Maybe not a whole lot of experience in firearms. And so, as always, I think pretty much every person that has firearms would tell people, safety is the actually biggest part of, being a firearm owner. And so, anyway, let's go ahead and this time we'll start down with you, R4 Mississippi. And I advise, like the panel, let's just give like one safety feature. What safety advice would you give to a new shooter? And since there's so many people on the panel, just give one, and that way maybe somebody else will have a chance to say something that you didn't or whatever. It might be on your list or on your mind. So what one advice would you give R4 to a new shooter as far as safety?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just safety. I mean, the main thing is keeping that finger off the trigger unless you're ready to destroy whatever you're looking at or aiming down range at. So.
All right.
100%.
Very good one. Very good. Yes. And so Mark Thomas, we'll go ahead and jump on over to you.
Absolute first thing, you see a firearm, pick it up, clear it. That's the first thing my son does. That's what I taught him. Everything, no matter what, open that cylinder, slide that slide back, make sure that chamber is empty before you do anything else. And then drop that magazine, make sure it's empty.
Very good. Both of those are very good and very important. Yes. And I don't care if it's an experienced gun person hands you a pistol or rifle. You're exactly right, Mark.
Clear it.
Once it gets in your hand, it's your responsibility. You own that bullet. So
Open it, put your finger in there, make sure it's empty.
awesome, good stuff. So, garage guy, how about you, buddy?
Always assume the firearm is loaded. With that being said, never point it in anybody's direction. You keep that thing, point it down at the ground until you know for sure it's clear.
Another great.
And even if you're shooting, just be mindful of your surroundings.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we just want one. So
Okay.
That's yeah, we got a lot of other people in there, but yeah, good stuff, buddy. So Pat, how about you? What one thing would you what advice would you give to a new shooter as far as safety?
Hearing protection. Because if there's one thing I know, and if everybody's had to yell it at me, because trust me, I'm about as deaf as the next post to the next post to the next post after that. Guys, once you lose your hearing, it doesn't come back. I suffer from tinnitus. I have to have fans going at night. I have to have all this other stuff. So get, even if it's plain Jane ones for like 11, 12 bucks, just the earmuffs or earplugs to go in your ears, do that, because I've been around way too many loud things, and I have to have these earbuds cranked up to hear everybody on the panel and everything. I've been around way too much loud stuff. So hearing protection is a must. And if you're looking for a good set, Razor walkers. Good, cheap, electronic ones. They work. No problems with them. So hearing protection, hearing protection, hearing protection. So once it's gone, you don't get it back.
You bet. You betcha. Good stuff, buddy. So Gary, what one advice would you give a new shooter?
Now, are we talking about just shooting like for target practice or for self-defense?
Just basically a firearm owner. Yeah. So I mean, it don't matter if you're in a gun store or at home or at the range.
Well, obviously, to never point that weapon at anything you do not intend to destroy.
Definitely good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely, I mean, all these are great. I mean, honestly, guys. So I think, we should always remind ourselves of each and every one of these things. So Alan, what one thing would you advise a new shooter?
Yeah, like I was having a great discussion with Gary earlier today, but we spoke at length about range safety officers and listening to their instructions. And I really strongly urge all new shooters not to, take their advice and instructions seriously. And, when you have new shooters come onto the range and you see them giggling and carrying on. So really pay attention to range safety officers.
Yeah. Take that advice, and from others, definitely. And, range safety officer, they're for a reason. That's to keep everybody safe. So, don't get upset at them, just, heed their advice and use it wisely. So another great one. So Hasbro, how about you, buddy?
Well, Jamie and Chad and I just need to go ... or ditto, because you guys have covered a lot of the major ones. But I'm going to back up even earlier, and it kind of does something what Tennessee Goddess said here as well, is get training before ever firing your first weapon. Okay, so if you're a newcomer, don't go to the store, and that store owner will not be doing you a favor if he sells you a gun and ammo and you've never fired a gun before. Get training. Know what you're doing. Be safe. Know these safety basics. And Tennessee Goddess was saying, get first aid training basically as well. Not a bad plan. But get training. The second thing is know your local gun laws.
Mhm.
It'd be your worst day ever to violate a gun law just buying your first weapon.
You betcha. Yeah. Good stuff, buddy. So, Jamie, how about you?
Every gun is loaded all the time.
That is definitely a good one.
Always, every time.
Yeah. And Abigail put a great comment here. It says every round you fire in a defense situation has a tiny lawyer attached to it. And that is a lot of truth right there. So, alrighty, good stuff, buddy. So Kentucky rimfire and hobbies. How about you?
Chamber flags.
Very important, especially most ranges require chamber flag, right? If you're not, if it's what they call ceasefire or whatever, you're supposed to have a chamber flag in it most usually. Yeah. And I think there's been so many great ones, already said on the side chat and on the panel. One thing I always try, along with what everybody else said, but one thing I always try. At least 10 trillion with. So we had somebody new jump on here for a second. Anyway, one thing that I always try to express to my grandkids and my daughters when they were growing up, and even people that I shoot with, is remember that you own, when you have a firearm in your possession and there's a bullet in it, you own that bullet. You're responsible for that piece of ammunition. No matter what happens, there's nobody to blame. There's nothing. Accidents or whatever, that bullet is yours. You own that if it is fired out of that firearm. And so, along with all this other great stuff that everybody says, think about that. Along with all these other safety deals, when that firearm's in your hand, if there's a bullet in that firearm, if you think there is or not, that belongs to you. You're the one responsible for it, and so just always keep that in mind. Yeah. But a lot of great stuff out there.
Hillbilly, I'll elaborate on my answer there just a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I shoot thousands of rounds a month, and I'd like to think that I'm an experienced shooter. I had a 10-22 rifle one time that the trigger pull was too heavy on it, and I brought it home and was going to trigger gauge the trigger. At the range, I racked the bolt 3 times. Nothing come out, but I did not visually inspect that barrel. When I got home and got the gun out of the bag, I racked the bolt 3 times. When I put the trigger pull gauge on there and pulled the trigger, I fired a round through the wall in my house.
Oh my goodness. Nothing
That's why
scary.
I use a chamber flag in anything that is not a self-defense tool.
Chad, you mentioned that, and it's one of the reasons I'll never own another Marlin tube fed gun. I had one that I bought, and I had the action out on the bench, and I was trying to work on the trigger. I had cleared the gun. I had pulled the rod out of the tube. There was nothing. I had racked it 4 or 5 times doing trigger pull tests on it, and I racked it again, and the same thing. It went. It's 22 Magnum. It went off down the line of my bench and into some equipment that I had. And it's like you had this thing cleared as far as you could tell, but you know how those plungers work, right? It had stuck one up in that tube, and you couldn't see it. And all of a sudden, for some reason, it pops loose. And I thought I had done my job, but I did have that muzzle downrange where it couldn't hurt anything.
Mm-hmm. That's where it's always important, like it's been said, on here by many, keep that pointed in a safe direction, at all times. And that's one thing I was going to say is I was going to ask, Jamie, because I know he does a lot of lever actions too. It's like the tube fed lever action, or even I guess an auto. You pull that tube out and you dump those shells out, that gun's not clear. I mean, you have to be super, super careful.
Yeah, we have a Ruger 1022. We love it. It's accurate. It's a great rifle. Never had a problem with it. And I have one of those Glenfield tube fed. And we had an incident at the range. We were doing everything right. Seth was doing well. But that tube-fed magazine, we had a little negligent discharge. Downrange, everything was safe. It was okay. But, it was just one of those extra rounds in there that you couldn't see. Scared the hell out of my son. Scared me. And it was a good learning experience. That was the end of it. Just make sure, stick your finger in there.
That's the thing on tube-fed magazines that you can get access to. I keep a cleaning rod right there. I push all the way through them now. Make sure there's nothing in there.
Yeah. And I'll do. Sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to check out. It's after 11. I'm tired. Before I fall asleep, I'm going to go ahead and go. So good night, everybody. Thanks for having me. Been a wonderful time. Everybody in the side chat. Great to see you.
Mark. Good night, Mark.
Bye, Mark. Take care.
Have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Yep. Have a good one, buddy.
See you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Actually, I will share a quick similar story. First thing when I got my Henry 22, just breaking it in, and this was my fault. This was 100% on me. I didn't clean it or anything when I got it, and it was a showroom model. Everybody had their fingers and everything on it. No rounds through it or anything, but took it, no box, no nothing. They walked me out to my car, got home, loaded up a couple tubes, shot it, still have it to this day. Love the gun. Love it. Still love the gun. But I should have cleaned the magazine tube rail and everything on it because it's still sticky inside there. Hung, it's the exact same thing like everybody else. It hung 122 in there. I thought everything was out. Well, it dropped it out. It was down underneath the chamber. Click, 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 like that. Hit the trigger, straight through the roof, through my mom and dad's house. But I was practicing good safety measures, pointed away from everybody and anything when I pulled that trigger on it. And, well, bam. It was just sticky enough. So on a tube-fed magazine, people, you do have to clean that tube-fed magazine every once in a while because, especially with, I found with Aguila, that ammo has a little bit of sticky residue on it, and it just got to still be mindful, just like exactly what Chad said. Look down the bore. Even if you crack it open, look at it, put your finger in it, make sure. Because, yeah, I could have hurt somebody, maimed somebody, killed somebody that night. But I was still practicing good safety measures, and it was up. So
Good stuff. Yeah, definitely. And Ozzy says he's sitting here listening. Decided to start making a couple of holsters for the Bodyguard 2.0. I guarantee you there'll be people interested in those, right, Gary?
That's a distinct possibility. Yeah.
There's Eagle Run 2-3 out there. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah. Another thing, people. Man, if you have, a Glock or whatever semi-automatic, you're gonna take that slide off. Man, just be so careful when you're doing that. There's been negligent discharges doing that because the way you take the slide off, you pull it back a little bit, you push the buttons down, and then what do? You pull the trigger when you slide forward. So, I mean, make sure it's pointing in a safe direction. You know how many times you've cleared it and checked it. That's just another thing that is an accident waiting to happen. So no doubt about that.
yeah, you got time for one more story?
Yeah, you bet. We're gonna at the bottom of the hour we'll do a drawing here.
Okay,
yeah.
Really quick. Remington Model 11. First shotgun I ever carried to pheasant, quail, all that bird hunt and everything. My dad was getting it ready the night before, and that was his primary shotgun. It sat on a shelf for a couple years. Got it all cleaned up and everything. Same thing on tube fed magazine. There was a shell caught up in there, and he'd cleared it several times. And the last time he did it, threw it up in there, there is a hole in my parents' ceiling about that big around from a shotgun blast. But just like my dad taught me, point it in a safe direction and everything, and it went off, and it scared the living bejesus. I mean, I probably jumped 4 foot, and I was probably only 9 at the time when I was about ready to start carrying that shotgun. And I still have it to this day. Love that shotgun. Absolutely love it. Great shotgun. But you got to clean the tubes on those two people because if they get hung up, you'll never know until it's too late. Inspect, inspect, inspect. I almost forgot about that one, but that one scared the living dog shit out of everybody in the house. Holy crap, that was loud. With that muzzle brake and everything, that trench gun, woo-hoo, man, that scared everybody.
If I can go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I had a neighbor. He was probably in the 70s. Called me one day and he goes, "Hey, you got a ladder big enough to get up on the roof of my house?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Would you mind bringing it over and getting up on the roof?" And I'm like, "Do I need bring something with me, or you got a shingle or something that what I need?" And he goes, you got any caulking? Just bring some of that." So I'm like, at first I thought, well, he's got a shingle or something along, no big deal. So I went over there and he goes, "Yeah." He said, "I was setting my dining room table last night, messing with my 45. He goes, "I cleared that sucker." And he said, "I checked 2 or 3 times. So I was messing around there. And of course, he needed to keep it pointing in the safe direction." He said, "I pulled that trigger," and he said that thing went off, shot a hole through his roof. And he goes, "Man, my ears rang for hours." And he goes, I've handled guns all my life and never had negligent discharge. So it can happen to anybody, folks. It really can." C4 Defense says,
Yeah.
stop shooting the cylinder of your house. You
Yeah.
betcha.
Yeah. Sorry, Country, Rimfire, and C4. Yeah, that house has had a hard life, and I'll tell another story offline about another gun going off, but it was on purpose. And Jamie will love it because it had to do with the 270.
Alrighty. So we are getting ready to do the giveaway for tonight. And if you'd like to get entered in the giveaway, type in hashtag HBN111. This is 111th show. We just started the 3rd season of Guns Bearing Therapy. And I will show you what you can win tonight. See here. So right now we are on, of course, it's the skinny knife. We've been giving away these for quite a while. They're a great little knife, just very handy. Got a pocket clip. Move. Some people say this is a window breaker with a lanyard hole for it. Two Live Moose says that's an icebreaker for your mixed drinks. So, multiple possibilities with that, I guess. It is a flip blade, and it's got a really nice blade on it, and great for opening your mail and stuff, even. Yeah. And so we will be giving away the pink purple. Some people call it pinkish, some people call it purple, rose gold, whatever you want to call it. This is what we'll be giving away tonight. And for those that are VIP members, if somebody wins that and they had gifted that person that wins the VIP membership, then they also win. So it's a perk being a VIP. You get somebody a membership, and if they win, then you also win a skinny knife. And the VIPs get to choose what color a skinny knife that they want, and we have 4 different colors. So anyway, let's go ahead and bring up this giveaway tool here and see who the winner will be tonight. We have 33 people entered tonight, and see, I believe we have we had almost like around 50 watching earlier last time I looked. So make sure you get your hashtag in and get a chance to win. Let's see. I believe, does anybody know will it pick up the Rumble side? Gary, do you know?
If you've got it, do you get the text in your?
Yeah, I get the text and stream.
Yeah, it should. I think so. Yeah, it does on mine anyway.
Okay. I thought it was, but I just want to make sure. All right, Ozzy says he carries a skinny black knife. And now, if you are over on Hasbro's channel, you will need to get over into this this chat here for the StreamYard tool to pick you up. So anyway, we'll give you guys just a minute to get over here and get entered if you have not already. So alrighty.
I'll post another message over there, Hillbilly. I did once, but I'll post it again here.
Okay. And yeah, we have some more over on Rumble. Kenya Don and Jacob S. No, Gizzy Gary over there too. But yeah, what a great group of people. I mean, this whole community of 2A, people are just awesome. I mean, I can't think of a better group of people and family that I would love to be more involved in than what we have right here. I mean, this is just such great people. And we also are on X. You can see there. So, yeah, Hasbro says, jump over the Hillbillies link to enter to get in the drop and the giveaway. So we'll give those people just another quick few seconds here.
Hey, Hillbilly, while we're waiting on them, I got something to say that has something to do with you.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm looking at some of my shorts feeds, and I put up a couple things I was just thinking about. One I was thinking about today, and I'll get to that one. But I put up a thank you to you for the mail call and stuff you sent me. And, this is, normally I just ignore trolls, but this guy's a dirtbag. He put a thumbs down on that. I mean, thanking you. And this same troll comes in. I always get two negative down thumbs.
Yeah.
And I got it today on that one I put thanking the troops while everybody's out there panicking about a little ice and snow. These guys are out defending our country. And I got 2 dislikes from this troll. That guy is a total dirtbag. Okay. Scumbag, whatever you want to call it. He's a bag. And I just thought that it is kind of, they don't bother me, but that kind of stuff, it just tells you about the person.
Yeah. And, to those, eat their own. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, I'd hate to wake up every morning thinking how much I could make somebody feel worse. That's just no way to live. And, I pray for that person because it can't be much fun,
That's true.
And anybody else, I mean,
Just like you, Hillbilly, though. You try to make everybody's day better. There's got to be the yin to the yang. There's got to be that 1% that's got to make everybody's day worse. And God bless them, but it's it's just like you, Hasbro. It drives me nuts because it's like, what?
Well, I feel good, Pat, because I was wondering if it was going to be you, so I feel better now. Thanks.
No, no, hell no, that was not me. No,
I'm kidding.
Don't paint me in that picture. No,
Yes.
I love the troops. I love Hillbilly. I love y'all, but yeah, I'm not saying I would not strangle somebody like that.
I'm just trolling you.
I know. I'm not saying I wouldn't strangle somebody like that either.
Yeah,
but that's the dark side of it. That's the dark side.
I was always brought up to where if you can't say something good, just don't say anything. And we always try to push here on this channel. Try to make somebody's day better. You can do that without it costing you a penny. It could just be a smile on your face, open the door, for somebody at the grocery store or post office, or if you're at the grocery store or the General Dollar or something, you can push that buggy back inside or whatever. Whoever's got to go out and collect them little shopping buggies, you're going to make their day better. And, somebody else sees you do that, they think, well, that's a good idea. I got time. I can push my buggy back in there, and, it's just, you can do stuff to make somebody's day better without costing you a doggone cent or nothing, so, yeah, the world would be a better place if we all tried to make somebody's day better, no doubt about it. So we give everybody plenty of time to get entered here. And so let's go ahead and spin this wheel. I'll say wheel. I don't really guess you can call it a wheel. Random StreamYard picker giveaway tool, I guess. So anyway, let's get this thing a spin and see who is tonight's winner.
It's bad to say, but
Oh,
I'm hungry.
fix. Rigged.
Congratulations, Pat.
Woohoo!
Congrats.
All
All right.
righty.
So,
So you just won the skinny pink purple knife. You don't have that one, do you?
no, actually, I don't. That's actually one I was one to add to my collection. So, yeah, I'll
All
take that one.
righty.
That's awesome. Thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate it, brother.
That's
Thank you
cool.
very much for your generosity.
You betcha. And let's just go ahead and give this thing another spin and give another one away. All righty.
Maybe they'll pick you up,
Woohoo!
twin. Yeah. Oh.
Do what?
Ames. I heard the voice. Ames.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought that was Ames.
So let's give this thing another spin and let's go ahead and pick another winner for tonight. Yes, or Gary. I'll be darned. Well,
Oh, it's definitely rigged now.
Do what?
I said it's definitely rigged now.
Yeah.
And just
Well,
for
you've
the
not
people
won
who
one,
were
have you?
griping about me being on the alternate platforms, that's my YouTube one. So
You got a double rig for me on that one.
All righty.
Congrats,
And-
Gizzard.
yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
And I don't have that fancy
Yeah.
colored one either.
Well, tell you what, thanks to all of you guys. Matter of fact, I know for a fact, Pat, you've gifted memberships. So have you, Gary. So let's go ahead and spend one more time because that's one thing I've always said is that the VIPs, the money that comes in from the VIPs, that all goes directly into this giveaway. So I think we had a really good run in December. A lot of new members, a lot of gifted members. So just let's go ahead and spin it one more time. Ozzy Osbourne. Congratulations, buddy. You still out there?
Bark.
He was out there just a few minutes ago. And Pat in the Bunker just gifted 5 more memberships. Thank you for that, buddy. See who we had. A lot of great people there. Just received that. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah, Ozzy's out there. All right. So just email me at AmericanHillbillyUp, all the winners, and give me the name and address that you would like to have that sent to, and I will get that sent right out to you. Oh my goodness, man. Good to see everybody. I'm so thankful that I'm so blessed with all these VIPs, guys and girls. I thank you. I can't thank you enough. Me and Ames just really appreciate each and every one of you. And that's something that we will always do is just put that money right back into these giveaways. And so while we have that coming in for this next month from all those VIPs, let's go ahead and share that and make somebody's day better. And he says, bark at the moon in style with your new knife. Awesome. Oh, yes. And man, there's a lot of great people that I've not seen a lot of times on this channel. We have Sunshine Townsend. We also have TJ Fishing. I know that name from Alan's channel. And if there's other people that's jumped in and I didn't recognize you, please forgive me. Try to get everybody caught up and everything going on here. It gets to be quite the hassle sometimes. And so anyway, I do appreciate each and every person. And so at this time, we must let Jamie. I know you got church in the morning, so Jamie likes to go ahead and I don't know if he likes to, but he needs to jump off and get ready for church in the morning. So Jamie, let's go ahead and plug whatever you got coming up, buddy. We appreciate you having you here.
Well, man, I appreciate y'all having me. I'm going to a Falcons game tomorrow, part of my Christmas present from my son. So I'm going to see NFL football with my son, my stepson, and 3 of my nephews. So y'all pray for Atlanta, Georgia, and pray for us. We're going to the big city, and we're not used to that. So. Anyway, man, thanks for having me. Check us out on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on Georgia Shooting Connection channel, and find somewhere to go to church tomorrow. You'll be glad you did. And happy birthday tomorrow, Hillbilly. And
Well, thank you very much, buddy.
Hey, Jamie.
Yes, sir.
Before you go, I wanted to show you something.
All right.
Close somebody came to having a bad day.
Ooh, head case separation.
Sir, I went to the range today to shoot, and I was cleaning up brass on the rifle range, and I found this piece of brass. So
you want to hold that up a little closer so people see what that looks like?
It's
what
that is
focus.
That is a shell.
Cartridge.
Spent cartridge.
That's really close.
That is a 308 piece of a Puma brass, and it only lacks about an 1/8 inch of being completely separated.
My goodness.
Yikes.
I had that happen twice in 9mm, and I survived it. 308 is a lot harder to survive.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you've heard of a Glock smile. That's a 308 bad day right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens if that comes off of there, guys? Is that all that gas and stuff back in your face? It's not fun.
Yeah, along with untold brass shards and everything else. You never know what's going to come back out that.
Correct me
if your lugs hold.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not from loading your brass too many times?
Or too hot?
Too hot, I would think. Maybe even.
Too hot.
Hey, Ron Lane.
Or it could just be a malformity from the factory, or a too hot a charge from the factory. But yeah, your most common culprit would be loading it too many times.
Normally, with the hot charge, you see a bulge. There's no bulge. There's no bulge. It's just
yeah. In a pistol, I think that'd be the case. In a rifle, it's supported all the way around. Depends on length in it.
In a rifle, loading it too many times and extreme head space is.
Yeah.
See, that's the thickest part of the case, and when that thing seals, it's going to stretch from the front to the back. So, and it's sealed up in there, but yeah, somebody, could it be somebody sized it too short?
You work that brass down at the base. Sometimes you overwork it if you go too far right there too.
If you bump your shoulder back too far.
Yeah.
Remember, for precision reloading, we're trying to get that perfect 2000th shoulder bump. But yeah, when brass becomes work hardened, it becomes brittle, just like any metal that gets hard. Anyway, I can talk about that for a while. I got to go to bed. It's nearly midnight, guys. Thank y'all so much.
All right,
You
Jamie.
bet, Jamie. You have a good evening, bud.
Happy New Year.
Hey,
Yep.
buddy.
Night,
I was
Jamie.
just too late. I was just teasing him about that Georgia stuff.
Yeah, Canadian says, yeah, pushing the shoulder back too far is what he thinks it may have been. So.
Yeah, it could be.
Wow.
That's a
Man.
good teaching case to keep around, Chad.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So I think we got time for one more quick topic here real quick, and then we'll let all these people go after this. So this can be anything. Something that here, actually, let me change this here for a second. Let me put it there where it'll scroll across the bottom. Something that you're planning on buying this year, like say it's a new year, something you've thought about, and new tax season, Christmas is done, all that, and you might not have the extra money right now, but sometime throughout this year. And the reason I didn't put firearm on here was because maybe it's not a firearm. It might be a new truck, or it could be a house, or whatever. But something that, like, you're thinking about going ahead and making a purchase on this year, that's something you're kind of planning for, and maybe it's just tires for your vehicle, And so, anyway, Chad, we'll go ahead and start with you, buddy. Anything that you kind of got a mindset that focus on, that something you're going to get this year? It don't have to be a firearm. It can be, but
Probably going to be a firearm.
them
I have a company vehicle.
tires on trucks good enough. They got a little bit of tread still.
Well,
so.
I have a company truck that I drive all week long. My personal vehicle, it don't get drove much, so it's pointless for me to have a payment. It's already got new tires on it. So
There you go.
After today, I think I want a 500 Smith & Wesson.
Good pistol. I just want to ask you this real quick. Have you shot the Smith & Wesson 460?
No, and I'll stay where I'm at, Hillbilly. You're trying to send me somewhere I don't want to go, because I know the 460
And it's a dark place.
I know the 460 is more brutal.
Well, but see, you can
Come to the dark side. Come to the dark
45
side.
Colt do that one-handed. You got that same cylinder, that same pistol handles 3 different rounds.
Yep.
Your Kazul, your 45 Colt, and your 460. So I like the versatility of it, but a 500, mag, that's awesome. That's Haas. I mean, that's good stuff right there. I'm not trying to talk you out. I'm just asking if you shot one.
After seeing what I could do with it today, I mean, most of my shots on deer is within 30, 40 yards. I could deer hunt with one of those easily.
Oh, yeah.
There is a amazing video out that shows a guy hog hunting with a 454 Casull with a scope on it, and dropped one at 200 yards with one shot.
Oh, my
That gets back to Hillbilly's thing. Either of those guns have crazy power.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Moon Doug.
Hey, guys.
I fired 2 shots I fired 2 shots today. One was at 25 yards. The other one was approximately 20 yards. But one of them was setting on a rest, and the other one was freestanding. And the 2 shots were almost touching each other.
Oh, wow. Well, Kenya
With a
says,
500.
he says he's got, get this, guys, he's got a 460, short barrel 460 for bear defense. He says it's a 3-inch barrel. It's brutal. I imagine it is. But
So,
man,
Oh
But
God!
you
wanna
can't
shoot
see
that
after the
thing.
first
Uh-uh.
shot from a fireball.
No.
did you hit the bear? Nope, but I scared him away.
Yeah.
Well,
The
Powder burn.
yeah,
you
the
can
muzzle
burn
the
hair
muzzle
off
blast
bear, no doubt.
the muzzle blast blinded him. He didn't know where he was going.
Well, yeah, good stuff. I hope you get you a good one, buddy. That'd be a good gun to have, no doubt about that. And real quick, I want to say hi to Moondog. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hi, gentlemen. I just literally got through the door. Just drove up back from visiting my mom in LA.
That's a haul.
Yeah, it's
That's a haul.
6.5 hour
Yeah.
drive. So
That's a
done
trip.
yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, but at least it was clear weather the entire way. It was really nice. But yeah, it's getting harder and harder to do these nonstop or practically nonstop road trips in my 50s now. I could do this standing on my head when I was like 20 or in my 20s or 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did I miss? What's up with the eye patch?
Well,
apparently I missed something because I came in. It's pirate night.
Yeah. Well, we went to, we talked about it on Tuesday night on the show, the VIPs, or actually I guess it was anyway, it started Christmas Day. I was seeing like double a little bit and some blurred vision, and then it just went downhill really fast within a few days. And basically any light or whatever, it was like really hurting my eye. And so I, found if I could cover my eye, I'd get some relief, not as much pain and stuff. So I called the eye doctor, and they said, well, get a hold of us after the first year, we can work, or after Christmas.
Yeah.
No, after the first year, we can work you in. So I called them. They're like, yeah, we're like really booked up this week. Get a hold of us next week. We'll get you worked in. So I'm waiting to see what the problem is. But yeah, I trying to look out of the eyes real, like I get double vision. It's really blurry and, a lot of pain, a headache and stuff. So hopefully it's nothing major, but it is what it is, and hopefully, we can get through it. So, but, yeah, we got stuff out here in the side chat. I seen up here a while ago, talking about something that you're planning on buying this year. Don't necessarily need to be a firearm. And Michael Dunn says, I need new exhaust manifolds and bolts. I got a few broken bolts and exhaust leak. Yeah, that's definitely something that a person want to fix, and so it can be anything. And we have Jason out there says, I have a new house being built. That's awesome.
That's great.
That is great.
So is that the topic?
Oh, that's my buddy Jason.
Question topic?
I know him.
You know
he goes
him?
he goes by Chips. He and I have been flying RC stuff, extreme aerobatic RC stuff for I don't know what it is, 15 years now, probably.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Good to see you, Jason. He's a good guy. He's getting into precision shooting too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and Yukon says, I shoot in black powder pistol. I'm assuming means like Chad. No, that's not what happened. And then we also got, Moondog Reviews. We got your channel out there. Good. See you. And But yeah. So
Oh, I hope that. Do you mean you have to have surgery now? This is a Canidon. I had it. Oh, I had it attached retina that required.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
That's serious stuff.
yeah.
yeah, they say that can be very painful. My dad actually, that happened to him, and what was happened, it was a little bit after he's in a car wreck. The airbag hit him in the face,
Oh.
and it blacked that eye. He didn't think much about it. It started getting better, but then it started getting pain and all that, and he ended up going in. And when that airbag hit him in the face, it hit him hard enough that it detached his retina back there. But anyway, so Hasbro, what is something that you're planning to get this year?
Well, I wish I was going to say a big grandiose purchase. If I bought something for gun related, I'm probably going to try a kid barrel for 1022. Why? I've got a 1022 that's so stupid accurate now, it's crazy. Just to try something different, But I don't know that I will, because this year work is really dicey, where I might be looking or having to look for something else. We'll see how this goes. So that kind of changes your priorities. Right now, it'd probably be stuff, just maintenance for my truck, new shocks, stuff like that. I just literally got it back out of the shop the 30th, I think it was. I was driving to pick my mother up for church, if that's the right day, the 30th, something around there. And all of a sudden, my lights my warning light goes off for a charging system. Charging failure. It's like, crap. So I pull in a drive. I was about 3 miles from my house, start to turn around. All of a sudden, temperature gauge goes to max. And max on a digital F-150 is 269.
Wow.
It's like, this is really not good. So I got it home, and it was acting kind of funny, but I thought it was still okay because I could put it in neutral and it would rev up, and engine's running fine. I knew I'd lost a belt because that's the reason I'd been out that day trying to find parts.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that wasn't I'd heard a squealing and I thought it was one of the pulleys, right? No. The water pump let go and it exploded in such a way it cracked it in half and dumped all the fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about having a water pump. I've had water pump failures, but not like that.
Wow.
So I found a new recommended shop near me. Normally I do that kind of work by myself, but I just had them do it. I thought $550 was a really good job to replace all the stuff on the front of that motor.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, no, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was really good. So anyway, it's back to running great, and hopefully there's been no other damage. But basic maintenance is probably the biggest thing for me on my truck this year.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes when that bearing in that water pump goes bad and it turns that fan loose, a lot of times it go right into the stinking radiator too. So lucky you didn't have to replace that.
Yeah, that happened to me once. That sucks.
Oh man. Michael Dunn says, check the shop estimate and get a new manifold. They told me 500 side. No, man. Yeah, Missy says it's officially her birthday in these East Coast or
it is.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Happy birthday.
It's not gonna be my birthday for another hour.
Happy birthday, Misty.
By the way, I sent you a message, right? I sent you a birthday present, but I want you and Ames to open it.
Okay.
And the rest of you watch for this. You're gonna love it. It has to do with Ames and Hillbilly.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much for sending that. I'll have Ames open it and I'll stand behind her just in case it's something that like springs out of there.
I'm not saying either way.
Yeah. Oh man. We had Chad Kelly just jump on. Hey buddy, how you doing? And Jason. But yeah, good stuff. So Gizzard, I know you just purchased a firearm, but is there anything else? Maybe another firearm or something else?
Technically, that purchase was made in December.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So
yeah, technically,
this is a whole new year.
That doesn't count, and I can't count the brand new Medicare supplement insurance either, I suppose. Although that was a very necessary expense,
Yeah,
or more than
yeah.
likely it was. But as far as real something I need to buy, vehicle, yeah, I need a new set of tires. I started noticing those a couple months ago. It's like that tread's not very deep on those tires. They might make it through this winter, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
So that's going to cost me some money, but hey, don't let them go bald.
Mhm.
You know, the tires are the only thing between you and the road. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
that's a
have
good
to
point.
bite the bullet and do it this spring, more than likely. And
well, got to be able to make it out to Thunder on the Prairie, Gizzard, so we can
true.
hang out again.
That's true. I don't want to walk there; it's too far.
Oh, that's a wee bit of a walk.
It's a 3-hour drive. It's darn sure a long walk. It'd be a 3-day walk. Yeah.
Every time I have to buy tires nowadays, it just aggravates me because, yeah, I've always had, race cars, sports cars, 4-wheel drives, so, I'm used to giving $100, $200 a piece for tires, but now you can't hardly, man, literally we bought a good set because I want my wife to drive on safe tires. BF Goodrich, all terrain, all weather. They're not noisy, for Hummer out there. $2,000 $100. How is that feasible for 4 tires?
Woo.
I was going to complain about. I was going to complain about $1,300 for getting big old Bigfoots on my truck.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I don't see how they justify it. I mean, it's just
a lot of people aren't buying their tires on Amazon anymore.
Well, even that,
just paying to have them mounted.
Well, now they'll charge you. You used to get tires mounted for what, $5, $7 mounted and balanced. Now it's 20 or $30 mounted and balanced. Probably so.
What I do, and I've done this on my truck and my son's Jeep, is these people buy these vehicles and then they want to modify them and they take their factory wheels and tires off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I buy their factory wheels and tires.
There you go.
There we go.
I need some of those for my truck.
Yeah.
I've done that before too. No
Chevrolet's
doubt.
got a set of new model Toyota wheels on it.
Nice.
Not Smoking Joe.
Thing is, with that tire pressure monitoring system, you about got to find somebody that knows what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Those things are not cheap if they bust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yukon says sometimes it's just cheaper to find a used car with new tires on it. And switch.
He's not far off.
I tell you what, my wife has informed me on my truck that I have to put a new engine, new transmission before I ever get to buy another one. It's a 2016 F-150 Platinum with everything, right? And I got a massive deal when I got it. And now they're almost $90,000. She goes, no, you can just put a new engine in
it. No kidding.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, Mr. Bob says I bought 2 tires yesterday. It was $550 with an alignment. That's still $200.
Hasbro, my 1995 Chevrolet's got a brand new motor and transmission in it, and I haven't even done the first oil change on it yet.
Wow,
that's a smart move. It's like that's the way it's going to be with me because you could drop new engine transmission between 10 and 15,000, and the truck's perfect other than that. So I'll be keeping it a while. I got 180 on it now.
Oh yeah, dang. Yeah. Okay, Don says find a dealer that does lifted trucks. Get them those takeoffs. You betcha.
what
night,
happened to me this
Chad.
morning. So this morning I went out to start my truck and let it warm up, and when I closed the door, the driver's side glass blew out.
Oh no.
Just from the cold, or
Oh,
Well, I guess. I mean, it's
Oh,
my.
really cold this morning.
can you get
Well,
the glass easy?
Yeah, I know a guy that's got several
Okay,
parts vehicles, and he already told me to come get one.
oh, good.
good deal.
Okay. Still, that's terrible.
Dang.
Yeah, that sucks. Ugh.
Jason says Sam's Club's got tires. Yeah. They got about everything here. So see who we are. Pat, what do you plan on getting this year, buddy?
Well, depending on what happens, and you'll appreciate this, Hillbilly. My old racetrack is opening back up this year, and I still have my car in the shop ready to go. So, depending on what happens, if they actually get it open, I might be racing, or I might be getting the Henry Supreme in 5.56. I love that lever action with a P mag in it. I think that would go great with my new pickup truck. Well, it's a used pickup truck that I literally just got pieced back together. I just love that idea of a lever action with a mag that you can just strip out, put right back in, and just keep cranking away. Because it's not semi-auto, so you can it's just like anything else. So it can get dirty, it can get a little bit grimy. It's not semi-auto, so yeah, and probably put a 1-to-6 power scope on top of it and run it like that. And I think that would be modern meets classic.
Yeah.
Enough. And so yeah, that'd be that on the long gun. And if I had to go with a pistol, I really want a platypus dressed up just like Perry the platypus. Me and my wife got to shoot one last year at Thunder on the Prairie, and Gizzard knows that one. And the trigger, everything on that thing was just smooth silk. The handling on that thing was just, and it was 9mm double stack, and it was just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, between those two, so yeah, that's what I got in the mix right now.
Kent the Rimfire says, "Be careful, you'll shoot your parents' roof out."
Yeah, pretty much. I could.
All right, Garage Guy, what are you looking at to maybe purchase this year?
Probably a new car, not new, but a good decent one. Maybe 3 or 4 years old. The truck I have now is a 2006 Colorado, and it's 18 years old. Really haven't had any problems with it. Kept the maintenance up on it pretty good. Had to replace a sensor here and there, and had to replace a couple of coil packs in it. But other than that, it's run good. But one day it just might up and stop running on me. After all them years, and I'm go out here and look at something like maybe a Honda Civic or something like that, and just keep the truck too, not trade it in. And I'll still drive it back and forth to work. I'm only 3 miles from where I work, which is good. And but a good used car, if somebody's got a good used car these days, they're hanging on to it. So you got to be really careful when you go out, and I don't want to go to one of these shade tree car lots or whatever. And one of the fellas that rents from me works at a dealership, and so when I go to look, he's going to be with me. So other than that,
Good deal.
yeah, I can't think of anything firearm related. Got more guns than I know what to do with now. So
That's a nice problem.
Yep. All right. Well, I hope you find something, buddy. And it's nice. Find something somebody's wanting to trade in, but the dealership's not going to give them very much for it. And sometimes they'll sell for just a little bit more than what the dealership will give them trade in for, which a lot of times is a good buy. And a lot of times there might not be nothing wrong with that vehicle. It's just they're wanting to upgrade. Maybe they got a new baby or whatever, and so yeah, good stuff.
There's still a lot of people that think at 100,000 it's worn out. Not if it's been taken, not with a modern engine transmission. And the variable transmissions that they have now really last a lot longer. So they take care of them. It's not the big deal it used to be.
Yeah, mine's only got 177,000 on it. And it being 18 years old, that's less than 10,000 a year right there.
Yeah.
Mine's 2016 and it just turned 180 today.
Yeah. Well, yeah, good stuff. So R4 Mississippi Thunder, how about you, buddy?
Well, biggest thing gun purchase wise is I'm trying to get my wife a new firearm lined up. And other than that, just kind of got a few more things I need to do for my step van conversion to get it ready for camping this spring, and few
nice.
Little boat parts and stuff. We got us a new, well, I say new, well, we got us a well loved pontoon boat at the end of season last year. So this season will be our first time taking it out. So we're
nice.
probably going to even find a few things I have to buy that I don't know I need to buy for it. So,
yeah, if you own a boat, you'll find some stuff you'll need to buy.
Oh, definitely.
Trust me.
Break out another 1,000. I'm a boat owner.
Yeah. That is right.
All righty. Appreciate it, buddy. And so, Moondog, anything you're looking to purchase this year?
Well, hopefully I'm not looking to purchase a new DJI Pocket because I accidentally dropped mine and I thought it was fine, but I just took it out to the range to try to film something and I just noticed it's got a crack in the lens now. So I had to send that thing back. So hopefully I can get that repaired before SHOT Show, but if not, I'm just going to have to go with my phone camera as my camera at SHOT. But for this year, apart from that, we're saving up because my daughter's competing in not competing. Sorry, they already did the competition last year, but they've been invited to be the one of the headlining high schools at a national choir recital in New York City this spring at Carnegie Hall. So my wife and I talked about it. We definitely want to go there to support her and be in the audience and see them perform.
Nice.
So of course that's going to make another family trip. So yeah, we're saving up for that. So no boom purchases for me, and then until after that's over, until those bills are in.
Oh yeah,
no
doubt about that. And yes, and Gary, thank you very much for reminding me. Tonight is DM Foss's overnight mouse party. That's 1 a.m. Central.
Ooh.
And anyway, we have something here to play for y'all. As soon as I can find it, here we go.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
All right. So thanks for reminding me, Gary. Yes, and Gary to the link out there. So if you're over on the West Coast where Foss is, it's not so late. A little late on the East Coast, but yeah, it's always a great show. So make sure you go over and check out DM Foss's Overnight Mouse Party. Always a lot of fun, no doubt about that. And oh my goodness, you guys are all just awesome, and we kind of went over. I understand that. I know some people's left, need to get to bed, especially out there on the East Coast or East Coast time. But real quick, let's go ahead and run through the panel and let plug anything you got coming up, and also side chat. If you have anything coming up, please put it out there in the side chat, and we'll highlight it for you. So, Moondog, since we're with you, we'll just go ahead and work our way right back around. And you got what you got coming up, buddy?
Oh, got a bunch of new reviews coming out. Trying to get as many things done before I head out to SHOT Show, since that week's pretty much taken up by just walking around. So this weekend I'm going to have I'm going to be shooting. I'm going to be posting up my shoot of Boomstick's budget challenge. So if you guys have done that one, you're the requirement is that you have to have your rifle and your scope all have to be under $700. Plus, you got to shoot with budget ammo. So we'll see how well I did. Not that great, but it's good enough for video sake. So you can see what I shot with. I used my Ruger Precision Rimfire, which they've gone up in price because I got that on sale over at Sportsman's, and I got a really good deal. So nowadays I've just seen that at Cabela's, they're like $700 now. So if I would have bought it now, I wouldn't be able to use that rifle for the challenge, but I use that and the Discovery Optics HD, which is just under $200. So, or I'm at 250 now, I think. So all in all, I was about around 650 for the rifle and the scope for the challenge. So well underneath the limit on that. So that's going to be posting up tomorrow. And I'm working on the Bear Creek Arsenal review for next week. And of course I have the live stream coming up this Wednesday. So hopefully some of you guys can catch that one on Wednesdays it's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So that's what I got up.
Hey,
Awesome.
Moondog, there's one thing about that challenge that annoys me, and it's the reason I haven't shot it yet. I don't mind the budget pricing. He eliminated CCISV, standard velocity.
Yeah,
that's one of the cheapest ammos.
I was just saying,
like
that's not really premium ammo, but yeah, it was kind of funny that he did that.
My gun shooting a Gila and stuff's like violating a virgin. You just don't do it, you know. Unless it's you and your wedding, you don't do this, right? It's like,
what about Blazer?
Yeah, I don't. It's probably allowed. But
it's. I mean, to me, that's like it's like standard velocity, but packed with mini mag or the mini mag load. So
a lot more flyers.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I need to get out and get the shot. Like I said, I'm hoping my eye clear up real soon so I can get out there and get some of those shots. There's a lot of them I'd like to do. So thanks for being here, Moondog. Appreciate you, buddy. Guys, go over and check out Moondog 2A, and great channel. And he also has Moondog Reviews and Moondog Travel. So 3 great channels there. So go check them out and subscribe. Do yourself a favor.
Thank you. I'll post up in the chat right now.
Yeah, please do. And R4 Mississippi Thunder, buddy, thanks for coming on tonight. We really appreciate you coming on. And anyway, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Well, I really appreciate you having me tonight on the panel here, and I really enjoyed it. Here coming up, I've been tied up the past couple of days. I talked to you about my dad being in the hospital and stuff, but we're gonna get out there and shoot that Hasbro's Christmas challenge, and even my two boys want to do that as well. So
Cool.
we're going to try to get all that done before the deadline. And I do have, like I said, I may get a few, videos from the deer stand or something, but come the end of January, I'm going to be back out on the range, and I've got a firearm that I just ordered for that's coming in. And I've got a lot of good range content. I feel like built up, or I've got some good ideas that I'm gonna get out there and do. So y'all stay tuned. And we're right at, I think, 1,650 subscribers or somewhere along
Great.
there. 60 somewhere
Awesome.
along there.
Good deal.
And so hopefully we'll get to 17,000 too for long. And y'all stay tuned to the channel. I got a lot of good stuff coming up, I think.
All right. Well, good stuff, buddy. Thanks for being here tonight. And
Yes, sir.
guys, go over and check out R4 Mississippi Thunder. And does a lot of great tabletop reviews and then range shooting there too. A lot of fun. Go over and check him out. And appreciate you being here tonight, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so we'll jump right on up to you, Garage Guy. What do you got coming out?
Well, right now, the only thing I got coming up is some bad weather tomorrow.
Oh no.
Yeah. They're just talking ice and then snow. Other than that, I returned back to work, so it might be a little time before I get another video out. I keep saying I need to get out and do some shooting segments. Something always happens. I'm not able to do it. I like the videos to include review the firearm and then the shooting segment, and hadn't been able to get that together yet. So other than that, hopefully if the weather holds out this coming weekend, I might be able to get outside and do something.
All right.
But as always, I enjoyed y'all's company. It's good to meet you, Mississippi Thunder.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you, sir.
And all them people over there in the side chat, it was pretty well rocking tonight as usual.
Yeah, it was.
So
Great
I'm going to
people.
go ahead and get off here. I'm going to have an early morning, and hope to catch y'all again soon, fellas.
All right,
Take care,
Mark. Garage Guy, thanks a lot, buddy. And you can always do Hasbro's challenge. Grab your BB gun and go out there in the garage.
That's what I'm going to have to do, looks like.
All right. Well, thank you very much. If you've not been on Garage Guy 879, go over and check him out. Great channel over there. So appreciate you, buddy, for being here. And Pat in the Bunker, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, looks like Kentucky needs to get out of here, so let's go up to him and get him out of here.
Yeah, sorry, I don't catch that private chat all the time. So, yeah, Chad, go ahead and what do you got coming up, buddy? Other than probably working out in this bad weather.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to turn, but I probably should get some shut eye since I'm going out on storm tomorrow. So,
yeah.
Just I got some videos already edited, ready to put out. I'm trying to put one a day out, and if you haven't seen my latest, go check out my celebration for getting over 500 subscribers. And thank you guys that helped me get there. And I'll continue to try to bring some good content. And Hillbilly, it's always a pleasure to be on here. And thanks for what you guys do. And I'll see you on the next one.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you being
Chad.
on here. And
Yeah.
guys, go and check out Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Great channel. Do yourself a favor. Go there and subscribe. Good stuff. So, Pat, we're back down to you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, by the looks of the weather from my spy cams outside, I don't know how much range stuff I'm going to be doing unless I just completely hunker down in cold weather gear and take my sniper rifle out and dress in all white and look like Simo Haya. Other than that, it's going to be some shorts, and I'll probably be on 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers and moving on to some of that stuff right at the moment. But anyway, Go check out everybody out on the panel. Hasbro, Mississippi Thunder, Moondog, everybody. And on the side chat and everybody. Everybody's got a lot of good content. I'm subscribed to everybody. Everybody's got good stuff. So anyway, that's all I got.
Pat.
Well, thanks, Pat.
Appreciate you, Pat. Guys, going to check out Pat in the bunker. You never know. He might be in the bunker. He might be on a tractor. Might be on a three-wheeler. You just never know. So always exciting, always fun. And appreciate you being here, buddy.
Okay, good night, guys. Too.
All right. Night,
Good night.
Moondog.
I'm Moondog.
And Gary, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, I got a lot coming up. I've got a couple pistols I need to take to the range this week. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 and the Shield Plus and 30 Super Carry. Also got a new O-Sight from O-Light I need to do a review on. 3 knives from Lee Savivi. Plus I got 2 live streams this week, so I've got a lot on my plate. So hopefully I can get my work done. And of course I'm dealing with the bad weather like everybody else. So members only chat, of course, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on my channel, and then Foul Territory Friday nights at 9 p.m. on my channel. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it, and I'm probably going to drop 2 so I can get some rest before the next show. So.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for being here. Always appreciate you. And yeah, on Friday night, it's a great way to start off your weekend. You got Georgia Shooting Connection, and right after that, you got Gizzard Gary, and then most usually after that, you got Gun Websites to a weekly wrap up. But anyway, go check all that out, guys, and do yourself a favor and subscribe over at Gizzard Gary. Always some great stuff. Appreciate you being on there tonight, buddy, and stay warm.
Good night, everybody.
Night, Gizzard.
So, Hasbro, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, besides doing this and trolling you, I've been doing this the whole night, and he hadn't even reacted. That's pretty good control there, Hillbilly.
Oh, I didn't even see it, man.
That's what I figured. With one eye, you missed them all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just teasing you because I do hope you get better and pray for you, buddy. But yeah, I'm doing because the weather's bad. I'm doing BB gun challenges, and I'm having a ball shooting them, having fun. I have literally fired thousands of BBs downrange right now, and just having fun doing it. So it's a lot harder than it looks. It really is.
It is.
Yeah. So having fun with that. I did get out and shoot some 22 challenges, and I cleared both of Day at the Range's Let It Snow challenges, so I got perfect scores on those. Nice. And his new one, the 2025 challenge, I don't know that anybody's ever going to clear that one. I've shot it, and what I thought was terrible scores, I threw the targets away, were like 13 and 14 points. That would have put me in the lead.
Oh, no.
I threw away the video, threw away the targets. So I got to do better than that. So I'll go out and shoot that again. But there's a lot of other good challenges out there that, weather permitting, which it won't be the next few days, I'll get the 22 back out there, and then I'll start doing some. I still got to do some 300 hammer night shots with the night vision stuff, and I'll get that done.
Oh yeah, yeah, good stuff. And maybe I'm just might be doing like Country Rimfire here, just open up the window and shooting from inside.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ames might not like the powder smell.
Yeah. And guys, if you've not been to Hasbro's channel, go over there, do yourself a favor, check it out, subscribe, and like we're all talking, we're all looking at some bad weather, either if it's snow, ice, thunderstorms, rain. I mean, pretty much it's covering a lot of the country right now, and for several days coming up. And so since it is nasty outside, go over and check out Hasbro's channel, because he has a BB gun challenge that from 7 yards, and you can do that safely indoors, either your garage or depending on your house or room. And he him and Walnut and Steel are giving away some good prizes for that. So go check
On
out
your
his channel.
show. On your
Yeah.
show at the end of the month or 1st of February, we'll be giving away 2 BB guns and some other stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
and hey, Hillbilly, let me ask your audience for one other thing. I was sort of telling you about something that annoyed me. If y'all would go to my channel and check out 2 shorts. The first one is a thank you for Hillbilly. And I don't care if you watch it, just hit the like button. and then the same thing, the one I have is a tribute to the Marine Corps fighting in the winter, but troops in general. I get a troll that disliked our troops. That ticks me off. So if you would, just hit the like button, and I'd appreciate your help.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Well, this is what I'll tell the troll right here.
There you go. I was hoping that wasn't for me, but you
No,
know.
no, I love you, Hasbro. The troll can go get bent.
There you
go. Yeah, C4 says you can make skylights when you shoot inside the house.
Yes, I can. I've done it a couple times. Unfortunately.
All righty. Well, good stuff. I appreciate each and every person being here. Man, I just can't say enough about everybody. Side chat, the panel, the VIPs. I mean, very blessed to be a part of this family, and I thank you guys so much and look forward to every Saturday night. And if you are a VIP, make sure, even if you just get to the one tonight, every Tuesday night we have a live VIP chat right here on Hillbilly Up, and we have fun there. And my wife Ames, she actually comes on and is on that show with me, and so we always just try to have a good time, and just we give everybody a chance. On that show, we put out the link so people can jump up on the panel if they'd like. We have a lot of people do their first time show. Man, we had Justin, Grimm, Chad, KY Rimfire. I mean, there's a lot of people that did their first time on a panel on our VIP chat, and so it's just just a fun, relaxed deal like this right here. Except for it's not open to the public; it's just open to the VIPs. So if you are, make sure you check us out on Tuesday nights. Always a lot of fun. And I will hopefully get some BB gun videos put out. And as far as out on the range, not really sure. I got some stuff I got to get done and get posted. But as of right now, especially some of the precision rimfire stuff, I just can't do right now because I am right-handed. So if weather allows and everything, I might go out there and start, at least trying it left-handed, see, how it goes. So anyway.
Hey, Hillbilly, do you see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
I started that category primarily for you, knowing you're having trouble.
I appreciate it.
So you can put a scope on your BB gun, or you can put a red dot on it, and I think you'll be just fine.
All righty. Well, mine might not look that fancy. It might include duct tape and JB Weld or something.
That's fine. This one's way too tall because this has a see-through mount that's really annoying. It's too tall, but it works.
Oh man,
I
appreciate that. Because if you guys don't know, for Christmas, I did get a brand new Christmas special Red Ryder BB gun from my wife. So anyway, I got that. She got a new Smith & Wesson revolver. So anyway, that's another thing that'll be coming up on this channel. We'll have to do an unboxing on that revolver, and we'll have to get outside and shoot it. But the way it's looking, we're going to be above freezing for the next 7 days. So, man, kind of dreading it. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. You guys are awesome. A shout out again to the VIPs for sponsoring the skinny knife giveaways. You guys are awesome. Can't say enough about y'all. And anyway, we're going to leave you at this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's will and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you all again.